Hot damn it. This year, 2018, went by too fucking fast. I'm Chris Sims, and welcome to the CNN podcast. Who's here with me?
This is Mitch Garrett over here in the far left of the cozy corner.
Ooh.
So
and this is Nolan Miller straight in the middle.
Ooh, I like your face.
I like your face.
Oh.
So yeah, it's a new year, baby. New me?
New me.
New year, new me, bitches.
There we go. Fourth, no, not the fourth one this time.
Definitely not the fourth
Probably
word,
like
but close enough.
Close
right?
enough. You know, we got to start strong. Get the people going.
Oh, I'm always about getting the people going. Come on, dude.
Get some amped, bro.
Fuck yeah.
It's
It
provocative.
did go by fast, though. You know, it really did. It really did. I feel like...
Here's me, all right? 2018, 18, my favorite number. I have it tatted on my body.
Oh,
This was my year of the tattoo,
Damn, son.
and it's already 19. Like, we're already a year older. Like, what the fuck?
I saw a weird thing on Twitter that I didn't really think about until somebody tweeted it, of course. This is the last year of teens in our life. Isn't that kind of...
I don't know about that, but people have already said that we've like the person who is going to live to be like 200 or 300 years old. They've already been born. Like,
Which is fair.
so that's totally feasible that we could definitely hit a point in our lives where we see another set of teen years. Definitely. I'm calling it right now.
Ooh.
If I die before then, well, I tried.
Okay,
tried.
so I kind of also have this weird theory. I don't know if it's like a real thing or not, but that dying is made up. I don't know why I think this.
Okay, you're gonna have to. Okay,
I don't know why I
Where is this
think this.
going?
Oh.
Because, like, I mean, I'm also still young. Like, I'm still 23 and all, but, you know, the whole, like, saying, like, you know, you get older, you start feeling different things. Like, I still feel like, you know what I mean? Like, although being super young it seemed like a lifetime ago, I still feel like I'm just doing me and kind of just, like, going with the flow. There's not, like... I don't really have danger in my life that much. I don't know. I feel
So are
like
you saying you want to introduce danger into your life? Like I could
Ooh.
straight
Yeah,
up try
dude.
to fight you right now. If
I'm
you
trying
have
to-
some
dude,
danger in your life.
I'm trying to be a bad boy all the
Okay.
time. No,
Right
but
on.
I don't know. I don't know why I have this weird. But at the end of the day, like, because I can't picture myself old. Like, what does Nolan look like at like 70? That's kind of what the point that I'm getting at. I feel like that I've still been in just
like a geriatric fuck.
well,
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
fucking, like,
Maybe in a
carpal
wheelchair.
tunnel looking ass. But like I don't know. I can't picture myself as being anything other than what I am right now. You know, I don't know.
Just older with whiter hair. All right, is that what you're saying?
It's kind of that like
Wrinkly and
it's kind of
old.
that like that same
from that?
argument that it's like
Lower than the other.
when you're in elementary you see the high schoolers and you're like, oh shit, they're really old, and then you get there and you're like, nah, this is just me.
Well, then you think,
and then
like-
you see college students and you're like, well, damn, these kids are old, and then you're like,
These kids are
shit,
idiots.
This is me 4 years later. Which goes to the argument that we're all fucking kids just roaming around this earth because, like,
Oh, for sure.
how do you get to a point in your life where you're like 45 and you're just like, yeah, I got shit figured out?
Yeah,
You know?
no.
You're just a random ass kid just roaming this earth trying to
That's the truth.
get
Like,
that baguette.
That's
bro.
life. That is back with the bread reference.
More bread
I-
references.
I
I need
understand.
a counter to see how many bread
Bread-
references we can get into a podcast.
In a podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
Like
click,
so.
click.
Are we talking like buttered bread or like,
that,
non-buttered?
That,
Yeah.
that butters my biscuit.
Oh,
No,
yeah, bro.
okay. Yep,
Get
yep.
that cheddar on that bread, bro.
Ooh, stacking the sandwiches.
Someone please ask me why I'm doing this podcast. This
What-
podcast with these two.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not
But
wrong.
anyway, so Nolan is saying, and I am agreeing, that life is just an improv situation where no one knows what the fuck we're doing. You just kind of go with the flow, baby.
Make podcasts.
Oh, for sure. Dude, white male hitting 24, almost 25 years old, I'm going to make a podcast. You know,
Yeah.
that's natural.
Why
That's
not?
natural, thing of life. That's the timeline of my life. Duh.
Leave your
I-
legacy.
Honestly, though, R.I.P. Mumpkey Jones on YouTube.
Oh, dude.
But I had a phone call. I had a 30-minute phone call with him the other day. And I was talking about podcasts, like making this podcast,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
we had the same like agreement that we were just like, I don't give a shit if anybody listens to this.
Mm-hmm.
I want to listen to it to myself 40 fucking years from now when I'm just like a 60-year-old man or whatever, just bowling, golfing every single day, listening back to my old idiotic self. Like,
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, for sure. Definitely. And like, even if you only reach the whole entire span of whatever you do, whether it's streaming or podcasts or YouTube videos or whatever sort of like content creator stuff you're doing.
Excellent word.
If you reach at least one person, you've at least made an impact there. And that's all I can give a shit about. It's just fun hanging out with you guys and, shooting the shit.
Shooting that shit, boy.
All right, so,
pew, pew, pew. Fastest west. Draw on the west, sorry.
Fastest, fastest
get that
Coors trucker dish time in Mississippi.
Okay.
Coors does sound pretty good right now.
I know,
honestly.
yeah. I'm kind of
I've never heard of bad time to have a Coors is what I've been.
Should I go grab some Coors?
I'd be
Ooh,
down.
that would be
I wouldn't
chill.
say
Oh.
no. He's good.
Well, hell yeah.
Okay, so we'll just give a little background or kind of intro of like what we're going. I think. What
Yeah.
are we talking about today?
Today
Just
in general, I think we were talking about, in a way, how the new year comes and goes, and what the new year brings to certain people,
Okay.
and what certain people want to get from the new year.
And what the previous year.
Here the other day.
They are cold like the fucking mountains.
I can't. All right,
Blue.
let's just have respect.
Respect.
Oh, that was perfect. Damn.
For the viewers back at home, baby.
That is the taste of heaven
Oh,
on my
shit.
sweet
Literally, here I
dough.
am, 23 years old. Have yet to find a better taste than Coors Light.
I don't know. I'm still more of a Bud Light man, but
I'm a man of the Budweiser and Corona and Jameson.
I do like a good Corona.
Oh yeah, dude, who doesn't?
Get your own beach.
Let's get it. Let's get into
Let's
this. The
get in
intro to the intro.
Let's jump into it.
So Spotify, I think, in the year of 2018, if you use anything other than Spotify, I think you're pretty fucking stupid. Like
Fair
Apple
statement.
Apple Music is cool, but like Spotify does so much for their users, as in like creating these daily mixes,
Well-
doing the Spotify Wrapped that we're about to talk about. But like,
I wouldn't say they're perfect. They definitely have their share of issues, and
For
especially
sure.
coming from I don't think I've ever had any complaints coming from the desktop version of their app.
okay,
But their mobile app, like if anyone from Spotify happens to stumble upon this and listen to this,
Oh, yes.
all I have to ask is there's certain features I'm just like, why do you remove this? Like
what?
I'll have to pull it up. There's first off, this whole change of the UI, where they went to there used to be 4 or 5 things down at the bottom, and now it's 3. The search is kind of
Yep.
convoluted. I don't know. It was simple, and they'll add features and they'll take them away as well. One big thing I was a fan of was being able to message people within Spotify and
Is that
share
so?
playlists
I
with
didn't
people.
know that.
Yeah, that was a thing, and they took it away for whatever
What
reason.
the fuck? Look,
The another thing is you can't see who follows your playlist.
anymore?
It'll show you a number.
Yeah,
So
okay.
here, you know what? We'll go ahead and kick the screen recording on.
Because I remember when I first used Spotify, that's what I used, was to see what my friends were listening to, and that helped me find other artists, and that helped us share other
Exactly.
artists.
So if I see a friend of mine follows me on Spotify, because I have
Yeah.
here I'm pulling my Spotify up on the screen right
Ooh,
here. So
yeah,
if we go
baby.
to my profile, and I
at
have
that.
Follow him.
Yeah, I have 67 followers.
Wow, damn.
So if I go to someone and I see what like one of these followers follows my playlist, I'm like, okay, so they listen to similar music, or they at least like this one, so I'll go see what they listen to. But now when you pull up something, it's all you get is like, well, we'll go through my favorite playlist. It's not a phase, mom. It has 1 follower. I don't know who that is.
Oh, okay.
Jesus, yeah, that sucks.
And I don't know, it's small things like that, and I'd have to go back through and pick through the Spotify subreddit, because I follow that, and
Excellent.
people all the time are like, what are you doing?
Okay.
Yeah.
New subreddit to follow. Thank you, Mitch Garrett. Yes.
But yeah, no, I mean, I still use Spotify. I tried using
Oh,
Apple
all the
Music,
time.
and I don't know.
And their podcast game's getting pretty strong.
Yeah,
that's
finally,
for sure.
They have CNN on there. So
yeah, I know.
pretty
so
solid.
if you're,
Oh yeah, for sure. No, and especially with like integration with like gaming consoles as well. Like if I'm playing on my
Yeah.
PS4 and I want to listen to music, and also being able to. like, let's say we're at a party or something, or like I'm hosting a party and I have my PS4 playing my music, I can control Spotify through my phone.
Yeah,
Yep.
and that's the
That's-
same. And then somebody could switch over to it very easily too.
Uh-huh.
That's something that they, since Spotify's got that like Android side that they don't,
Good push.
you don't have to have an Apple. So yeah, I mean let's just get into this. We really wanted to talk about the Spotify Wrapped because I think this is the first year that they did it. At least
They
to
did it last year.
Okay.
They did it last year. I'd have to dig for some
okay.
pictures. Actually, no,
But
what?
it's a very cool thing that I didn't really know existed, of just like keeping track of like who you listen to and your top songs and everything. So I think we're just gonna talk about each of ours here. I guess Mitch is gonna
sure.
start out with
For sure,
his.
baby. Yeah, go
I
ahead.
have mine pulled up right here if you want to look at that. That's from my 2017.
Okay.
Oh, very nice.
A lot. I had
Oh,
a lot
wow.
more on there. 53,000
Holy shit.
minutes
yeah.
instead of 34,000. But yeah. Anyone who knows me and is listening to this podcast, these top artists and top songs are no surprise whatsoever. Actually, if you look at last year's top artists, 4 of the 5 are actually the same. I think Yellow Card got swapped out for Neck Deep, but other than that, all the other artists are the same.
That's
Yes,
awesome.
I did remember 21 Pilots. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. 21 Pilots. Big shout out to them. Because I'm still a little 16-year-old angsty kid at heart. I love my emo music and my pop punk.
Hell yeah.
So even though it says rock music when all of those artists up there, I guess it's all a subgenre of rock. But
Yeah.
True. Alternative,
Yeah.
quote unquote, rock, if you will. Yeah.
Punk rock, pop punk.
Dear
alt rock.
Maria was one of your top songs. That is very surprising.
love-
I mean,
no,
don't get me wrong.
I do like that song.
I
love
love that song, but I don't know. That's just funny.
I
don't know,
I
that's just
enjoy it.
funny.
Yeah. I like that, Mitch. Well,
Oh,
well
also
done.
now that I think about this and pulling this up, looking at these songs, so I work for recreation services, right, at Iowa State.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I play music through my Spotify through there.
Okay.
So I have a lot of not only pop songs on there that are family friendly, but because a lot of this stuff is naturally clean, I have a lot of that on there.
Oh, right.
So stuff like Dear Maria, Count Me In, We Got This, New Jersey Legion Iced Tea, and I'm Already Gone are all on my playlist I play at the pool.
Okay,
So
that's
that
fair.
bumps up
Explains.
the hours.
For
Because
sure.
like if we go back up here to the how many hours it said, oh my god.
It takes forever. It just
No,
has
yeah,
to
it
load the
literally
screen.
Loads every single page, which is fine.
Hey, can you fix that too? Spotify
Yeah,
Wrapped.
Spotify-
No, that's cool.
I mean, it's
Let me go
cool, but I
back.
mean, we're trying to
I'm
show the
trying to-
people.
Yeah, I'm trying to get this this thing of
Oldest song. I like that.
the total
19.
time I listened to A Day to Remember. It was like 43 hours. Yeah, I see the
Pop
Yeah.
punk, baby.
shout out to the 1,944,766 other people that also listen to pop punk. Oh my god.
That's a lot.
It's like one of the very top
Ooh,
pages.
Is that Trench I see? Oh, hell
You know it's
yeah.
Trench, dude. Oh, fantastic
Bandito
album.
tour. I enjoy it.
You know, I'm no. There we
Okay.
go. Yeah, screw it. I'm not even gonna try.
Yeah,
to,
who cares? Who
Yeah.
cares? All right. Yeah, I mean, very, very surprising. I think. All right, who we got up
Ooh,
next?
look
Looks
at
like we
that.
got Chris up there.
That's
Zoom
my-
in on that a
This
little bit.
this I'm gonna say right now. This actually kind of surprises me, but in a way, not really.
Okay.
Tell me if you guys have heard of any of these artists. Nothing Nowhere, Joji, Dirty Heads, Logic.
all of them except for
Scar-Lord?
the top and last ones. I've heard of Joji, Dirty Heads, and Logic.
Okay, excellent.
I've heard
excellent.
of Dirty Heads, Logic, and Joji just because you told me about Joji.
Yes.
But I've heard of Nothing Nowhere.
Filthy Frank.
I've heard,
Yes.
I've heard of Nothing Nowhere because of you as well. But then the other one I don't. What are the genres out of all of these? I mean, obviously
Well, yeah,
Logic's a
it's-
rapper.
It's basically hip hop. Scar-Lord, you gonna say it now? Screamo rap. Really gets me through fucking working out. Like I'm gonna shout out. Like it gets me pumping.
Okay.
Damn.
Not
okay.
gonna lie. And then Nothing Nowhere is a lot of emo kind of, dark rap.
Still, rap.
Still,
Okay,
still all
okay.
hip hop. So
Okay,
all these
okay.
artists are hip hop or R&B.
Yeah,
Top genre.
So
hip-hop,
and you can
okay.
see that like
63,000, almost 64,000 minutes. That's impressive.
like
That's very impressive. I thought I had a big number, but 63, almost 64,000. That's very impressive.
that's I think, but is that
I'm gonna be
counting just the music? Because I listen to a lot of podcasts. this year?
I don't know. See, I don't know. Spotify, what is it?
It
us.
just says minutes listened.
So yeah, I think half of that is probably podcast.
Which is
Not
still-
gonna
I
lie.
mean, yeah,
Nothing
yeah.
wrong with that. Yeah.
Also, no, I don't know a single one of your top 5 songs.
Is that so?
I
Yeah,
don't think I
right.
know a
It's
single
from
one of those.
Joji.
Okay.
Beamer Boy is from Little Peep. Rest in peace. Hopes Up is from Nothing Nowhere. Good. Ooh.
Who's that
good stuff.
feature?
Dashboard.
Dashboard Confessional.
Yes.
Really?
Yes, it's a good song.
Holy
It's
shit.
so yeah. Go ahead.
That's treading into my territory of music
Yeah,
right there
so,
with
yeah.
Dashboard Confessional.
You
All
should
right,
give that song a listen. Hammer also is from Nothing Nowhere, and Fago Dreams from Six Dogs. A lot of kind of like that one's more like fuck these bitches shit.
It sounds
Let's
like
go get that hit.
sounds like some new age insane clown posse shit because talking about Fago. So
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know
a
if
it's
Fago
a
is,
chill.
but I'll just-
it's like cheap. It's like cheap Sprite, flavored
Yes.
Sprite.
Yes.
and it's a whole thing of like insane clown
Oh,
posse.
so are we talking about that Drank Trank? Or
Yeah,
what?
Yeah, that
so like
drank.
insane
Okay.
clown posse. The whole staple to their like festivals are people bringing huge bottles of Fago and just spraying them everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Oh,
definitely-
I mean, okay.
Well, yeah, let's see. If,
Interesting. But yeah, I'm gonna say right now my playlist is a lot of like ups and downs. Just listening to my top songs of 2018, because Dirty Heads is pretty relaxed and stuff,
Yeah.
and then you have Scarlord and Nothing Nowhere, which is like emo rap, screamo. Yeah. So. Spraying Fago.
yeah.
Wow.
Here we go. Fago 101 Physics with Insane Clown Posse. We'll just check.
What is going on?
Wow.
Is this the episode of Workaholics?
Jeez.
Why?
Okay.
What are those people called? They're called.
This is Insane Clown Posse.
Yeah.
No, but what are the episode from Workaholics? You know what I'm talking about? The
idea.
Juggalos.
Juggalos.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
Juggalos.
Juggalos. Yeah, they're Juggalos. Yeah.
Yep. Juggalos. Wow.
Yeah. So this is literally it.
That's wow. I did not know that.
So when
You
I
know-
when I
you
saw,
know what I'm
when I-
saying.
So when
You
I
know
saw
what I'm
Fago up there, I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah. So watch yourselves out there.
64,000 minutes. Much respect. Much
Yeah.
respect.
Shout out to the podcast.
You want to pull mine up here?
Yeah,
Let's see
I
what.
don't know why it's. We'll grab that quick.
Ooh.
I don't know why.
I was also very, as Mitch is pulling this up, I was also very surprised by mine
Yeah.
because my number one artist, as he's pulling it up here, is Amine. And I think I listened to about 45 hours of Amine, and which is very interesting to me because I recently found Amine. I was recently shown Amine. I think I started listening to him like October, like late fall.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
he had 2 albums. He had his first album. I don't remember what it was called, but like I listened to. Obviously, a lot of that, which is surprising, but then the other ones do not surprise me at all. J. Cole, obviously,
for sure.
I'm a huge J. Cole fan. There's no doubt about it. Mac Miller, I'm glad Mac Miller's up there because like I would honestly consider myself an OG Mac Miller fan. Best day ever, kids, like the OG Mac Miller, not just
As
listen to-
cringy as that sounds, I can definitely like attest
Dude,
to that. Like,
I used to bump Mac Miller like 7th, 8th grade.
oh no, that's what I'm
9th
saying.
grade,
I'm
yeah,
back.
like-
I'm backing you up. That's what I'm
yeah,
just saying.
for
As
sure.
cringy
Yeah,
as that
no,
sounds,
yeah,
I
yeah.
definitely have your back on that.
And then
one. He's
Boz,
not-
I don't know if you guys really know Boz as much, but he's
Oh, fuck
he's,
yeah.
he's one of J. Cole's artists.
Fucking
Never
love.
heard of
Oh.
He's got a really good song. One of my favorite songs from Boz is on his new album. It's called Boca Raton. Boca
Yep.
Raton
Boca Raton.
with ASAP Ferg. Give it a
Really?
listen.
Pumping.
It's actually
Boca
really
Raton.
good. Yeah. And then Kanye.
Kanye came
Obviously.
out. A lot of new stuff.
The
came
one
out,
that's kind of surprised that's not on there, I guess, for my top 5 would be like, I don't know, like Logic. I'm kind of surprised
Yeah.
Logic isn't up there. There's a couple artists that I was just surprised, but Amine definitely surprised me. I thought 45,000 minutes was a lot until I saw fucking Chris's.
My bad.
But because I feel like I listen to a lot of music. Caroline, Amine, Kevin's Heart, J. Cole, Reeled In, Amine, ATM, J. Cole, Spice Girl, Amine.
Damn.
Yeah, just it's so funny. I don't know. I feel like I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
I
surprised.
guess it kind of it obviously makes sense, but like Just surprising.
It surprised me that hip hop was my top genre because I listen to a decent amount of folk, alternative rock, but whatever. I guess hip hop will be up there.
I think that's all I listen to anymore.
Yeah, that's some good music, baby. Wow, 2018. Bye bye. Sayonara. Sayonara. How are you saying it? Sorry.
Okay, boys. So, what would you say surprised you the most from 2018? This wonderful year of 2018. Any big surprises that came up?
Well, for sure, Mac passing away. That kind of
we talked about that
we already
in another
talked about
podcast, but yeah, that's definitely
it's doing this podcast too.
Honestly, we kind of just said fuck it and hit the ground running, and then we just kept going.
Yeah. And look who's with us for the new year.
Yeet.
Look to your left of the.
That was a big surprise. Like we've talked about this over and over, but I was like, me and Chris were just doing our things, and then all of a sudden Mitch was just like, "Yo, let's do it," which is cool. I respect that.
In on this shit, boy. Yeah, no, I've always wanted to do this. I mean, I stream every now and then, and that's probably about the only experience or like stuff I have with dealing with this kind of stuff, which I'll actually probably be streaming later tonight. I'm gonna
please and
try to
thank
get that
you.
set up.
Yes.
CS:GO or Fortnite. Some really basic shit, but we'll see what happens.
Exactly, and like we have the game sometime. Just gonna put that out there.
Oh,
2019 is gonna be full of surprises.
2019 gaming, yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh.
We'll talk about that later for our section 2 of this podcast. But, for gaming,
Mitch, did you have any surprises? Did anything surprise you this year?
It wasn't really a surprise because it was so planned out, but if you would have told me like 2 years ago I was going to be spending 5 months in New Zealand, I would have said, you're full of fucking shit.
That's fair.
And it was honestly a blast. Nothing down there really surprised me too much, I guess. I was just like... I don't know. It felt like a home away from home. I had a shit ton of fun. Definitely go back. Cannot recommend New Zealand enough. For any Kiwis listening to this, shout out. You guys are crazy.
Favorite fruit?
Yeah. Funny.
Bird, I thought.
Yes. Kiwis as in the people that live in New Zealand. Not the bird, nor the kiwi fruit.
Oh, my bad.
So you're sure you didn't see a Hobbit?
No, I did go to Hobbiton. I did see the Hobbit home, so I did not see any Hobbits.
God damn it.
Are you telling me they're fake?
Peter Jackson, you're a filthy liar. Yes, the Hobbits are fake. They don't exist.
Damn it. Well, there goes my years of preparation.
Man, oh God, oh man, oh God, oh man, oh God. Okay.
All right, well, are we going to talk about our pet peeves now? Is that what's going to happen?
Is that... Oh, yeah, I think we should talk about these. Pet peeves.
Fucking pet peeves.
All right, so I think 2018, I think just the general pet peeve is this, although we're probably going to name this podcast this, but the whole new year, new me, my whole theory behind all of this is that, you're still gonna be. I've like texted several people this, like just saying like,
just straight up calling them out.
not calling them out. Just saying my argument, like not calling people out on, but just saying like, no, you're still gonna be the same old piece of shit that you always were. Like,
that's
don't
totally
try to call
me.
me out on
I'm
that.
gonna be the same old piece of shit I've always been.
It's just a new year. Just put another number on the end of the year. Call it good.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
still a piece of shit.
I don't know. I don't know why these people all of a sudden, like, I would honestly tell you that New Year's is my least favorite holiday.
Yes.
Because it's literally like pointless. It's literally just another day. There's nothing going on. Like, I mean, like, are we? I don't know.
I'm split on this decision too, or this topic, if you will, because the whole year, or God damn it, the whole world. My words don't work today. The whole world celebrates this one moment, which is pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
And so like it's universal.
Okay.
So that's cool about it, but at the
That's
same
fair.
time it's just, oh look, it's the new year. Wow, it's 2019. Who fucking cares?
I think it's easy to be like cynical and pessimistic about it as well. And don't get me wrong, I love shitting on people with like their resolutions as much as the others. But like I've definitely like say I've changed my perspective on people's resolutions and all that. Like, the whole gym thing, and I know that gets on a lot of people's nerves, and they say like, people who go to the gym all the time are sick and tired of this huge influx. But the way I look at it, I'm like, I'm glad that people are taking a step forward to fitness, especially when we have a huge crisis, not only in America but in a lot of countries with like
Iowa,
like obesity epidemics and shit like that, and just people taking that step. And out of the thousands of people that do it, if 100 of them stay, that's 100 more than would have been. And the way I look at it, I sort of like, you've got to start somewhere.
Exactly.
If that's where you start is New Year's Day, I want to see you in the fucking gym grinding and doing that shit. And, when all those people come into the gym, because you know what that means to me, though. I look at it like, I try to see it from a positive aspect. When I see all these people come to the gym, and if they keep on coming, that means the gym gets more money. That means they get better equipment, and they can expand, and they can get a bigger gym.
So my only question to that, I don't know if there's any data to this at all, but I wonder, has the amount of people year over year attending a gym gone up? You know what I mean? Like, or is it the same shit every year that, like, let's say like 1,500 people all of a sudden get a gym membership to start the year, and then that same amount of people, the like 1,300 of them quit.
I don't know.
And then it just, I wonder if the like overall growth of gym memberships is, I would assume yes.
Well, let's figure this out here.
I don't know.
I feel, but yeah, and it's also nice to see. So if someone starts, say yesterday, or technically today, I guess. I don't know if the gyms were open yesterday. But anyways, they start a new year. They're going to work out. It's their resolution. And they stick with it. It's cool to see that change, too.
For sure. No, yeah.
And, it's healthy for people to pick up stuff that they stick with. Or, like, a new hobby, even. I want to pick up reading. And I wanted to read a book every month. And I keep trying it, but either I pick up more hobbies or I just don't get into a book.
I think, like, I'm trying to, we've talked about that too. Like, I'm trying to read as well. It's like, you just have to, like, force yourself. Make it a habit.
Exactly. And this is the perfect time, too.
Yeah. I don't know. Just the pet peeve of just, like, like, I saw a good tweet, something along the lines of, like, new year, new me. No, just make better habits. Like, give yourself better habits. Like, put yourself in situations that are, like, that
uncomfortable.
Yeah, and but just like, you have to make it an everyday thing. You have to, make it a finesse. You have to, force yourself to do stuff to like make that the norm for you. I don't know.
So right here we have up on the screen, this total number of memberships at fitness centers, health clubs in the U.S. from 2000 to 2017 in millions. Now, I'm trying to figure out exactly... Okay, fucking take my cookies. I don't care. I'm trying to figure out where they're pulling this data from. It's this Statista site, the statistics portal. So it's... I don't know where the study has been, where it's done.
So the only other argument I have against this data is that you also... Don't you have to consider the overall population amount of people?
Oh yeah, for sure. But I mean, look at this.
For sure.
It's almost doubled in 17 years.
Okay.
True.
But if you look at the population of the United States, has that doubled in 17 years?
So
okay, so yeah, it hasn't. I mean, the overall population has not doubled.
No,
in 17 years, for sure.
Not a toll, mate.
So yeah, I would say that's that's good to see. That's good to see. My ass isn't at the gym. I'll tell you that.
This is reliable information. I don't know. This is just a graph I pulled up on the internet.
I don't think I'm gonna go to the gym until I notice myself as fat as fuck.
Well, I need to get.
And then
back.
Isn't that too late?
No, I don't think it's ever too late.
No,
when it's too late, it's when you're fucking dead.
True that.
You got too fat.
Wow.
That's when it's too late.
All my friends, man. All my friends.
Wow.
Are fat or
They're
dead?
all dead.
Wow. Keep your eyes open.
Yeah. All right, boys. So, Chris, how would you wrap up your 2018? Sir?
Ooh, I'm just gonna say there's been a lot of ups and downs, but mostly up. A lot of new jobs and new opportunities.
Very true.
Same friends.
We out here.
Yes, we are. We're still grinding away. And a lot of new potential possibilities. The future is bright. Mm-hmm. That is for sure.
Good deal.
No, that's good to hear.
Keep grinding, and I got you boys on my side, even though sometimes I don't feel like it. I know you boys with me. All my homies out there. Dallin, Cedar.
Them Polk City
Kyle.
boys.
Yep, them Polk City boys.
Polk
So
City
yeah,
boys.
that's because like there's nothing really else to say. But 28 was a lot of new beginnings.
Okay.
Like even tattoos, real quick.
Yeah, yeah.
4 tattoos so far. Definitely gonna go back in. I've been busy. Gonna get my Grim Reaper soon, and then start my sleeve.
Ooh, starting to sleep.
Yeah.
This
Right
guy.
or left arm?
Right arm.
Alright.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Alright.
Calvin and Hobbes themed and
Oh,
nature.
really?
Yep.
Okay.
What's Calvin and
I
Hobbes?
love Calvin and Hobbes.
What's
dude.
Calvin and Hobbes?
Oh, okay.
Fill 'em in,
here, hold
baby.
on, let's-
I probably know, but I like.
We'll pull this up on the screen real
Classic
quick.
comic strip back in the day. See if I can find this inspiration of the tattoo that I can show Nolan. Because I think I've talked about this a lot. I just
Calvin
need
and
to do it.
Hobbes, baby. Bill Watterson is a absolute G.
Oh,
OG.
okay. No shit. Why?
I guess so. I always enjoyed Calvin and Hobbes.
Calvin and Hobbes
Okay.
for sure.
Yeah.
My mom said I was her Calvin because I was always mischievous as a child.
Okay.
And I had a little pet tiger as a little stuffed animal, so I relate. But also just like his Calvin's aspect on the world. And
Okay.
it's awesome how the artist did it, I guess.
Get into it. Let's
Yeah,
hear
it's
it.
Cool.
Let's hear it.
It's cool all these different sides. So I really enjoyed like some of the winter features that Calvin would make, like armies and make like monsters of snowmen. My favorite one is like there's a snowman swimming and he has like sharks behind him. And then
Okay.
his dad's like walking into his house and is like, why does our son do this? Like the whole neighborhood knows who we are.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just fucking dope. Oh, that's not it. I'm trying to find this real quick.
I respect
but-
it.
Yeah. I mean, up on the screen right now, we have what showed up for.
For sure. Yeah, I
for
definitely
the
know.
Calvin and Hobbes, but like, I don't know. Watterson is an absolute genius, and I really enjoy Calvin and Hobbes. We have, after this podcast, I'll have to run upstairs. I'm pretty sure we have like Calvin and Hobbes comic books, like
Yes.
the collection.
That's
of them,
dope.
dude.
That's
It's-
dope.
Calvin Hobbes, fantastic. If you haven't read any of the strips, highly recommend them.
I would say, speaking for myself, my 2018 Wrapped. Oh yeah, okay.
Something like that.
Okay,
That's how it
okay,
starts.
okay,
But it's gonna
there
be
you go.
cornfields instead of trees.
Okay.
And then yeah,
That's dope, dude.
Cool.
you'll see.
Cool.
You'll
Cool.
see.
I don't know. I feel like my 2018 for the most part has been a shit ton of growing up. I felt like I've grown up a lot and like not. I wouldn't say necessarily mature. I would say for like I'm a dumbass all the time, but I would say for the most part I'm pretty mature. Of just like
I could
just
agree
being
with the
like
dumbass part.
Well, I mean, yeah, no, for sure. But like, I don't know. I felt like I've grown up a lot because I've had to get, like my last semester of college. I started a full-time job while I was in college as a full-time student in college. I've been cut off from my parents because of myself. Like my parents would help me out if I absolutely needed it, but I told them to pretty much fuck off. Like I started paying, I got a new car, so I have a
Steve and Eileen,
I have
if you want to help me out, I'll be Nolan.
I mean like I have a car payment now. I pay for my own insurance. Like I do all the adult shit. Like I pay, literally I'm on my own now because of my, so I've grown up in the way that like I don't know. I'll go to the bars with anybody anytime, but like I found that there's more fun shit to do of just like spending time with your fucking self, with your homies, like not going out and not feeling like a piece of shit the next day. I don't know. I mean that's also because my hangovers have gotten fucking horrible.
Yeah, welcome to Grown Up. You want to talk about the worst part about Grown Up? Anyone listen to this that's like
Hangovers.
18 years old and invincible? Yeah, hangovers.
You
will-
turn 23 at some point in your
Yeah,
life.
and those hangovers suck ass, dude.
Wow.
Oh my god, those will take a big fat dump on your life.
Bro, I mean, like,
True.
when I was below the age of 21, when I was 21 years old,
What are
I
you
was
talking about?
yeah,
You
when-
didn't drink until you were 20.
When I was 21 years old, I was downing bottles. If I drink, like, 3 shots in a row now, I'm caked.
Very nice.
I'm caked.
Iced, baby.
But yeah, I don't know. I felt like I've grown up a lot. Making moves, like, just going to places, doing things that I want to do, and I'm excited for 2019.
Yeah, can we talk about that? You said something about doing stuff by yourself. Why is it such a fucking sin to just do something by yourself? Like go out and get a dinner by yourself or go see a movie by yourself. Why is that always so frowned upon? Why do people like, oh, you went to the movies by yourself? Dude, you're such a weirdo. Like, what happens
I
if
don't
I
think
want to
I
go
would-
see a movie and no one else wanted to go, or I just wanted to be by myself? Like,
I don't know if I don't know. I mean, like, I don't think I would ever do that myself. I don't think I would ever go to, yeah. But I don't mind, like, when none of my roommates are home or, like, when I'm
for
literally
sure.
just doing my own thing. I'm just like, all right. But it also is an eerie feeling. I don't know why I do this, but it's kind of very morbid. But especially when I'm driving, I kind of just get this feeling of be like, what if I just drove off this road right
you're
now?
not the only one. Everyone has those. Everyone
You
has
know,
those.
but you know what I mean.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
but then the thought is like, if I did this, no, like, have you ever had those moments when you're literally doing your own thing, like whether it be driving or whatever? I just find it when I'm driving the most, is if like something were to happen to me, no one would know where I am in that very moment because I haven't talked to anybody all day.
Oh, yeah,
or,
for
like,
sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just weird. I don't know.
Oh yeah, for sure.
feel ya.
Wait, what are those thoughts? I was reading some on Reddit about that. Not so long ago.
THOTS?
No, the thoughts.
No.
What you're talking about, basically, like everyone has those thoughts. They're like, I'm holding the sharp knife. What happens if I were to jam this knife into my eye right now? That kind of shit.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
mean,
weird shit. You're like, here's a really high cliff I'm standing on. What happens if I just jumped off of it right now? What would happen?
Yeah.
Probably die.
No, yeah, you'd
Probably
die. And that's the thing. I think that's what keeps us sane as well. Like you have these thoughts that are like, hey, like, don't, your part of your mind is like, hey, you should totally just leap off this cliff, and then the other half's like, you're a fucking idiot. If you do that, you're dead.
Yeah. There's so much to live for.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's a real thing though. Like you
Yeah.
have those thoughts of just like at any given moment, like I could purposely do something
That would fuck
and it'd
everything.
be it. It'd be it.
Yeah,
Wow.
oh yeah. You do. You're
Damn.
especially my car, my '93 Buick Century. If I were to take that thing off the
Bertha.
road at 75 miles an hour
You'd be-
into a tree, I'd be dead.
Well, yeah.
Gandhi.
Or like up to Ames, there's that last stretch of road before you hit the exit to hop on was that Highway 23 or whatever that goes to Boone?
I believe.
Highway
23?
30.
Is it
30.
30?
It might be
I don't
30.
know. Oh, don't.
Highway 69, dog.
Oh yeah,
Highway
I take
69.
I take 69 all the time.
But
we got a story for you.
North. Oh.
talk about a 2018 Wrapped. So, but yeah, if I were that little stretch of road where it flattens out, where all the construction's been happening, all those trees right there. If my car were to go off it and go into those trees, I'd be dead. There'd be no ifs, ands, or buts. I would not live through that.
Oh, for sure.
And you just think about that, like you just let go of the wheel and just.
That's what I'm saying.
Jesus, take the wheel, take it from my hands. It's perfect, dude. Thank you,
All
Lord.
right, Mitch. How was your 2018?
It pretty good. Spent 5 months in New Zealand. Like I said, it was a ton of fun. Definitely a learning experience. I had to live with two 18-year-old girls while I was down there. That was
Kiwis.
Yeah, two 18-year-old Kiwis. That was interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean,
As I've gotten older, I guess my one question is, as I've gotten older, no matter where I go, like traveling, I always like start thinking to myself, could I live here? Could you live in New Zealand, Mitch?
Ooh, good question.
it depends on what I'm doing down there as well. I don't know. I guess I could. I could definitely see myself living there, but it would not be one of those places I'd live for the rest of my. You know what Jerry's doing, right? Like down in Texas and stuff.
Yeah, bro. Just flex somewhere for like 5-10 years and then
Oh,
come
yeah.
back home.
Easily.
For sure.
That's definitely how I
Okay.
see New Zealand in my eyes. Just because,
Okay.
especially their winter. Like I was down there from July to November, and it didn't start getting warm until like late October. Like warm, where like wear shorts and a t-shirt and not be somewhat cold, and like actually go to the beach and swim.
That was their summer.
Their summer it runs from like November to February.
Because aren't they like the southern hemisphere? So yeah,
Yeah,
it's
their
different.
seasons are backwards.
Yeah,
So like their Christmas, they're like in shorts and t-shirts
Yeah.
having barbecues.
Oh, so it's
Summertime.
really litmus, bro.
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, it's always litmus here.
always
but-
litmus.
Oh, always.
But
yeah.
good 2018 for the most part, I'd say for you.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm trying to think. I don't think. I can't think of anything that was like, man, this part of 2018. I guess Taylor being gone for her study abroad for 5 months, but that wasn't necessarily a bad thing because that was, my idea. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna try to make this relationship work because obviously in the past I've fucked many of them up.
For fucking sure. For anyone listening.
Yeah, anyone that knows me definitely.
If you
knows
know
this.
Mitch Garrett, you know what he's talking about.
And oh yeah, for sure. No, he's not lying. And that's the thing. Like, it's one of those things that I'm like, okay, you know what? This will give me a chance to sort of focus on me and not worry about women for a while.
Hell
like,
yeah.
Just do my own thing. And it definitely was. It was almost therapeutic. It was nice. Like, I went out to the bars and I didn't have to worry about anything. Like, it was like I wasn't on the hunt for anything. I was just like, yeah, I've got a girlfriend, whatever. Like, I'm just out here. I'm out here with the boys.
With the boys.
Trying
cracking
to
them
get
cares.
drunk.
With a Z.
Yes. Always the Z.
BOIZ.
What's next, boys? What's next?
I think 2019 is next.
And what do we expect from 2019? That's the real question.
Oh, well, I think there's a lot on the plate. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to, get that degree.
There you go.
Yep, I think Mitch is gonna be joining me there because no one already got that degree.
Yeah.
Fucking bachelor's, motherfucker.
Hype.
So yeah, that's definitely on my to-do list is finish that degree. Try to get a big boy job or an internship.
You and me both.
Figure shit out. And I want to take a little travel like Mitch did. Kind of study abroad for like 6 months. Might go out to Cali. If you know me, you know what I'm talking about. And then I'm going to hopefully come back here and try to buy some land.
Yeah, dude.
That's it's not all gonna happen in 19 though, but 19 I got
it's the start to
the
that
progression.
Yes. So there's a lot of grinding still going on.
Yeah, you were talking to me about that on the car ride down
Yes.
here about the whole buying land and stuff, and I thought that was you had a pretty solid game plan there. Like,
Got to get those grapes going, baby.
yeah, dude.
I like
would
it.
I
like
would
it.
not I would not be opposed to having a homie that just has a vineyard chilling out there in Iowa. Like, yo,
It's like,
dude.
yo, stop on by. It's not harvest time, but I do have this bottle of wine I made.
Oh, for
That'd
sure.
be cool. That'd be cool. I don't know. See, like,
Parties.
2019 is very interesting for me. I would say, in the aspect of traveling for sure. Me and Chris have some plans coming up, but like, like my family, not that my family has ever been rich to be able to even travel at all. Like, like it's expensive as a family to travel,
God, yeah.
but it
True
doesn't
that.
help that my dad's like scared to death of water. He's scared to death of airplanes.
Is that
like,
so?
So, like,
Steve
we-
Madden?
I didn't know he didn't like airplanes.
So
Military.
yeah. So I mean, he was a truck driver forever. So like, if we go anywhere, we drive. So we stick in the Midwest.
Okay.
So I haven't really had like, I haven't traveled that much. So now that I'm able to be on my own, I'm trying
He's
to
got his
like
big boy pants
see
on.
some more stuff. Like, the world is ours. Like, and it's weird because like it hasn't set in that I'm done with school just because like it feels like another winter break. Like, like give me till like mid-February and then I'll be like, oh my God, like I'm actually done with school now. So I'm kind of almost at a loss and almost like going with the flow with 2019 because like what's next? You kind of like getting your bachelor's degree is almost the end, right? It's not, but like your whole life is like, growing up, you're like, okay, you're gonna graduate high school, you're gonna graduate college, like, and then they don't tell you
What's next?
It's like literally whatever you make of it, right?
And that's
which
all-
is kind of,
I
it
feel
out.
there's nothing wrong with that.
It's cool.
The way I look at it is just like it's just one chapter of your life is ending and another chapter is starting.
Yes.
It's not really like the end of anything or the beginning of another thing. It's just sort of life, I guess.
a new chapter in life, baby.
no, for sure. But now it seems like it's literally up to me now. Like it's literally just like
You got this.
whatever I make of it is what's going to happen. Like,
Yeah, you could just be a fucking bum.
That's what I'm
Good.
saying. I could
Yeah.
literally stay at the same position at my job for the rest of my fucking
Okay.
life if I wanted to.
Yeah.
But I don't.
Oh,
like,
God, the
that's
ambition.
what I'm like. That's probably
I'll
one.
come kick your ass if you do that.
That's
Oh,
probably
true
one of
that.
my biggest goals in 2019 is kind of to just start making moves in the workplace, of kind of just like expanding my knowledge, like taking opportunities, like trying to flex on them, bro.
Right on.
That's it.
Right on.
That's
'Cause
it.
As the woke people say, he's trying to get that bread. Oh, Another one for you listeners out there.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so Mitch, what are you thinking?
2019, baby.
What do I expect for 2019? Well, I graduate in May,
Woo!
so thank
Skirt!
God. Yeah.
We're getting turned for my birthday. I know that.
Oh boy. You know it, dude.
Oh, so his
Liddy.
birthday May 18th,
Yeah, I know.
dog.
No, I know when his birthday is.
Death.
Hold on.
Oh, is that Sammy?
Oh, you can't hear Sammy barking through the microphones. All right, at least I
Oh,
don't
very
think you can.
nice. Okay.
That dog.
That's
I swear
nice.
to God. I don't know what the hell he's barking at.
He's fine.
Whatever.
Demons.
But demons. He sees things. No, what I expect for 2019 is, other than graduating, I'm hoping to get a job somewhere. I'm looking somewhat Midwest, but Minnesota, Kansas City, like Minneapolis up in Minnesota, Minneapolis.
Add him on
Kansas
LinkedIn,
City.
Mitch Garrett.
Ooh.
Add him on LinkedIn.
Yeah,
Mitch
LinkedIn,
Garrett.
industrial design. If you need some sick design work.
Kanye, where you at?
Yeah.
Where you at,
Yeah.
Kanye?
Oh yeah, Kanye went to a bunch of industrial designers. I don't know if I want to work for him though, dude. I don't know what that'd be like. I'd have to deal with the Kardashians, and I don't know how I feel about that.
We only get to see big booties. I mean, that's fair.
I think the Kardashians have only made people crazy. Look at Bruce. Look at Kanye. Look at Lamar Odom. I mean, Lamar Odom had his own issues, but yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. But no, get a job. Basic shit. Get a job. Grow up. At the same time, there's other things I'm looking forward to. There's definitely some traveling I want to do, some more concerts I want to see. I'm gonna be typical of, like, I hate saying, I don't want to say nerdy, but just fucking loser Mitch here. One of my favorite childhood games is getting remastered and released in August I believe it is. Crash Team Racing is getting the good old remaster treatment for the
shit.
PS4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch, I believe.
Wow.
Very nice.
With online multiplayer, everything. So go ahead and add your boy Mr. Shmee5, and you'll just get absolutely smacked by me. I have more hours in this game than I probably do dating women. So
Very nice. I like those stats.
Here we'll grab this. Yeah, hold on.
I'm not for sure if I believe that stat.
No, I'm definitely.
Mitch Garrett's got.
Yeah,
like,
that's definitely maybe for me, but
Yeah, look, I take that back. June 2019.
Ooh, even closer.
Wow,
Even closer,
that
dude.
looks phenomenal.
Yeah, dude, you like huge PlayStation guy. Even like out here,
Look at that.
people
Oh, that's
watching the
beautiful.
video, repping this shit out here.
I'm salty about that.
And even
gonna-
not just PlayStation, but Naughty Dog. They're like definitely.
Yeah.
I think The Last of Us Part 2 is coming out this year as well. Or is that 2020?
It might be 2020, but definitely just the fact that it's coming out soon.
Yeah,
Ooh.
but and I look forward to that stuff, and just I guess the whole part of like growing up. That's what I'm looking forward to: finding a decent job and moving in someplace, and opening this new chapter in my life.
Yeah, bro. I think we're all at a point. It's like, you're getting to a point. Like, we're all getting to the point where it's like, literally, it's us. Like,
Yep. It's a new chapter.
because I think we're all three the type that, like, we don't want our parents to do shit for us.
Nope.
Oh, for sure.
Tired
Like,
of that shit.
and it's like I am super grateful what my parents have done for me, and it's time to like pay them back for what the hell they've done for me. But at the same time, it's like, I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna do exactly what I want to do now, and it's time, baby.
Yeah.
It's time.
Oh, for sure. No, I definitely say my parents have helped me out more than they should have in the past, and I definitely want to repay them for everything they've done for me. But it's definitely one of those things that's like, I don't know, man. My parents have always been pretty good. Once I graduated high school, they're like, because you weren't a piece of shit, I mean, for the most part, they sort of just let me, even when I lived at home when I was going to DMAC, they just let me do my thing. They're like, yeah, you have no curfew or anything. Like, you can take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Like, you're 18 years old. You have shown yourself to be somewhat of a responsible adult.
Yeah,
I don't know how much of that's actually true or not, but
Bro, when we were 16.
I'm gonna. Ooh, can I add on to this?
Yeah,
love
yeah, oh,
fest here. Yeah, fuck my parents. JK, no, I love my parents. They put up with me for 23 years with all my bullshit, all my angsty teen shit, all my other such things we'll discuss later in future episodes. But yeah, I love my parents. I finally at that point of life where I'm getting ready to open that chapter where I can start paying them back, start giving them what they deserve, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
I want to take care or try to take care of them in some way.
Definitely.
Yeah. Wow.
Why is that button pressed in on this thing?
We getting there.
What's that do?
We're getting
No idea.
2020.
And before, it hasn't been recording my voice at all this whole entire time. I'm kidding. It has. We're going to
Okay.
turn that off.
Oh.
Do I sound different?
But so I guess we're trying to do a new thing on this podcast of kind of ending it with like an overall question to be answered, kind of a food for thought, maybe like a bread for thought. Should it be bread for thought?
Bread for thought.
Because we started with last one, we should talk about. Did you guys talk to anyone about our last one about the whole is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Well, I've definitely watched it again.
You did watch it?
I
never
didn't.
watched
I
it.
didn't watch it again, but I talked to people about it.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah,
did
see-
talk to people.
Okay.
I've been bringing it up here and there, but
Yeah.
I know one person for sure supports me in this debate.
See, I didn't ask people. I kind of forgot about it. Like whatever, I'm a piece of shit, whatever. But like I've seen bits and pieces of Die Hard, but I've never like sat down and been like when I've been of age. Like I think I watched it when I was younger, so I didn't have like a good argument for it.
of
But like
what it is.
okay,
as
so
well.
what's the overall results? What's the overall?
Well, the people that I like actually had something to say about it. One of them was Taylor, and Taylor was like, for sure, Christmas movie.
Who's that?
Easily.
Yeah.
And another, I was talking to my dad about it when we were on our way to our Christmas service, Christmas Eve. That was a funny discussion. And I straight up, I'm like, Die Hard's a Christmas movie. And he's like, no, it's not.
Oh,
And I'm like, what are you talking about? Of course it is. He's like, how is it a Christmas movie? I'm like, okay, we discussed this. The plot technically revolves around Christmas. It's the main character traveling for a holiday to go see family and spend the holiday with them, and ends up winding up in other things. And then we got into this discussion of what is truly a Christmas movie and what isn't, and we Papa Don just stepped down here. We're totally he just dabbed.
Welcome
he just
to-
dabbed.
oh, look at
Oh wow.
Don is woke.
No, we're just about to roast his opinion on Die Hard being a Christmas
That is
movie.
true. That is true.
Because it definitely is a Christmas movie. He's shaking his head over there. But we brought it up. We're like, any other Christmas movie follows the same plot. Like you look at Home Alone, they traveled for a holiday. And
Kid gets left alone.
Yeah, a kid gets left home alone. Like,
I'm sure he's not shooting bad guys, but
Yeah.
he kind of technically at the end is
because
fighting them off.
yeah, and then I think Christmas Shoes, that really, the Rob Lowe tearjerker, that like the kid that can't afford his shoes. Yeah. So the whole point of that is, the whole argument is, if you take Christmas out of the plot, does the movie work? Which I would definitely argue, if that was your case. If you take my dad's point was, if you take Christmas out of the plot and the movie still works, it's no longer a Christmas movie. I'm like, well, you can do that for almost any Christmas movie. Christmas shoes. Kid's mom is dying and he wants to buy these shoes for his mom, and that's it.
What about Elf?
Oh yeah, but he's arguing that Christmas isn't the title, which I think has nothing to do with it.
What about Elf though?
No.
Some estranged man that lived on an island.
Oh, wow.
And was told he was a midget, and then he found out he wasn't.
That's insane.
And he had to live his own life now because he found out he's a full-sized human, not an elf.
Damn.
Is Elf now not a Christmas movie because you could take Christmas out? And that's what I mean. You could totally argue the only thing that you couldn't, like, literally the whole meaning of Christmas of, like, Jesus being born.
Jesus.
So the nativity scene is like technically the only movie you could consider a Christmas movie if we were going by those standards as well.
Okay.
Huh.
That's fair. Okay.
Because
Intriguing.
What's your overall experience with this question that you asked?
Oh, I just asked one person. They agreed, baby.
Oh, that's 100%.
100%.
so out of our whole pool of three people we asked, it was 2 for Die Hard being a Christmas movie and 1 being against.
So I think this next question we can actually like reach out on social media for these people.
Oh, for
and see
sure.
what they think,
sure.
because I think
I'll tweet it
the
out.
overall question that we're asking this week is if New Year resolution are a thing, a real thing, something that we should do, shouldn't do. Yeah, I mean, what do you guys think about this? I don't
It's
know.
a tough one because I want to believe in New Year's resolutions. I always try to give myself new things to do, either new habits to pick up or drop, and try to do new hobbies. And then sometimes I have too many hobbies. But anyways, I never stick with it, or like I get tired of it, or I forget about it, or I just go back to the old me. New year, same me.
Yeah.
See, I don't know. I've never done a New Year's resolution. I don't know why I haven't. Just because I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't think I've ever done a New Year's resolution, but I think there's something to be said for New Year's resolutions. Like, if you actually stick with it, if it's like, I think the premise is good.
True.
Yeah, I think the premise is good, but I don't know. You know, I think you have to be willing to change. I think just because it's a new year, you're not going to change. I think you have to experience something to happen in your life for you to actually want to make a change. You know, whether it be a tragedy or whether it be a good thing that happens, or, you know, I don't think you get to choose when you get a change.
Exactly.
If that makes sense. I feel like, you know, you change with the universe and whatever, you know, because of shit that happens to you, how people treat you, life experiences. That's when you change, not because it's a new fucking year.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's true.
I think there's I'm probably going to butcher this saying, but something along the lines of, it's like the two best times to start something. The first is yesterday, and the second best time is now. And that's sort of my only gripe that I have with New Year's resolutions is, why wait until the new year starts to do something? Why not right now? But
Yeah,
that's kind of
okay.
the same thing that I was thinking too.
But at the same time as well, like, you have to start somewhere. And if someone's like, I'm going to start on New Year's Day, and that's where they actually start and they keep with it, like, more power to them. Like, I've got no issue with that. It's just the thing of, like you guys were saying, sticking with it and, you know, trying to make sure that you uphold this resolution. And it's hard too, because life gets to you.
Yep.
Shit happens.
So
Goes
I
back.
guess my other question extended off of this question for the viewers that I want to ask.
Yes. We love you.
I want to know people's resolution, whether it be working out, whether it be that they made, you know, 2 years ago, that they made 3 years ago, that they made yesterday, you know, this year, that has like actually made a huge impact on their life and like changed them.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because you know, there's, you know, whether it be working out, whether it be, you know, going to church every Sunday, whether it be,
I quit drinking, I quit
yeah,
smoking.
I want, you know,
I talk to my family more, I talk to my family less. You know, it's, you know, stuff like that.
I that would be very interesting to see if, like, because of a New Year's resolution, somebody's like life has literally changed for the rest of their life.
Yeah, for sure. Let us know. Yeah, email us, tweet us. What would be the best, you guys think?
MySpace.
Yeah, I was about to say, hit us up on Friendster.
Friendster.
Okay.
Bumble.
Tumblr.
Grindr.
Yeah, Tumblr. I mean, Tumblr's still a thing, but after the whole porn ban, that.
Aw,
Yeah.
seriously?
Yeah, did you not hear about that? That was a huge.
Seriously?
Hey, I live under a rock.
Porn.
No, there's a huge thing. Anything pornography based, Tumblr started banning like the middle of December.
Oh,
And apparently,
so,
yeah, and apparently like their user base like shrunk by a huge amount.
I could
after
see
that.
yeah. I could
Dude,
see
I mean, the world literally like operates off of porn.
It's kind of
Well,
scary,
sex
dude.
sells, baby.
It's honestly kind of scary, especially when you see what pornography does to people.
And it's funny that prostitution's illegal when porn is perfectly fine. So you can watch people have sex and pay money for it. But as
Why
soon
are we
as you pay
talking
someone-
about this?
It's just New Year, new me, baby.
Yeah,
I'm just
New Year,
saying.
new me.
If you want to pay me for sex, I can't. No, I can't. If you want to pay me to watch me have sex, go for it. Just saying.
I think you found a loophole.
I did. That's
Anyways.
another debate. Later. That's later.
The question, please. The question: are New Year's resolutions worth it?
Here's
I'm getting hairs on my microphone.
yeah. Same.
Ask people, ask your friends, think about it. Let us know.
Yep.
Oh, for sure.
And here,
This is yo boy.
Oh yeah,
your boys.
No, I don't think I've ever had a New Year's resolution. Have you guys?
No.
Yeah. I've always tried to make a couple. For sure, working out has always been one.
I think that's a pretty common one.
I think last year, or I'm gonna do. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna talk about what.
Yeah,
I've tried
let's
to
all
do.
make New Year's
I'm going to.
resolutions.
Let's
right
Let's do
now.
it. Okay, New Year's
So
resolution
hold on,
right now.
1 second. So in the future, I've had a couple like stop nicotine. And I break it like after 5 months, and then I've had read books, and then I just don't find new books to read or I never get started. Make music. I would like to make a song. I have one that we're gonna hopefully record here soon.
Good.
Get Keith,
Good.
baby boy. Let's get some music in these people's
baby
ears.
boy.
But yeah, so I've tried, and I think what's gonna help this year. I'm gonna throw 3 out here for you boys.
Okay,
right? I'm gonna start
3.
meditate every month, every week.
Mhm.
I'm gonna start meditating every week
Okay, for how long?
for a good like hour.
An
Okay.
hour
An
meditation once
hour
a
a
week.
week, and
Damn.
probably add on if I can actually find more time. I'm gonna start reading for sure because I have a couple books and there's more books I want to go
Okay.
get. So I'm gonna try to read at least each week. Try to get at least. I'm gonna say it right now. I'm gonna try to get 18 books done this year.
I'd say
A
that's
couple a month. Okay.
Couple months.
That's a sizable amount. That also depends on how much you're reading and
That's
what
it,
books
yeah,
are.
that's-
Yeah,
that's
but there's
it.
nothing wrong with
So
that.
we'll try that. And then my third one is no more nicotine. I've been off nicotine for at least 2 months, I believe.
Okay.
No vape, no cigarettes,
No jewel.
no jewel.
Jeweling
No.
is not cool. Don't jewel in
Don't
school.
jewel in school because you might drool.
It's uncool to
Ooh.
jewel in school.
It's
Okay.
right on. So yep, there's my 3.
There you
Hold me
go.
up to them, boys.
Yeah.
All right. New Year's resolution. I don't know. I don't want to be cliche or like. You got one in mind? Because I really don't.
I do. Definitely manage my money better.
Okay.
I'm awful with money. I'm absolutely horrible. And my parents, they help me out a lot. But, you know, there's a certain point where I wish they'd kind of just put their foot down and be like, you're on your own, tough shit, you know. And I definitely like want to sit down, like we're gonna sit down and like discuss budgets and everything and get that figured out. Especially because I'm gonna have a full-time job and I have this bad habit of like my spending habits change.
I mean, everybody does.
Change,
Everybody's does.
yeah, they change, but not in a good way. As in, like I spend more money than I make, no matter what. So, like, if I start making more money, I'll start spending more.
See, and that's the same thing with me though. Like, because I got a new car. Like, you know, because of like, I spend a lot more money than I ever have.
Mhm.
But it's like, I'm not out here like flexing. Like, I'm literally like. I'm literally middle class in America now. Like
Right
that's
on.
literally like I am the definition. Everybody's got bills to pay.
Yeah,
oh,
you know,
for
like
sure.
that's.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, I respect the hell out of that. Money management is very important. Oh,
It is, and it's
man.
tough too. Like managing your money can be tough.
Oh, dude,
I-
I'm so bad at it.
I honestly think that my New Year's resolution is to get out.
Get out.
Like
out.
travel, like literally,
Oh.
I've been saying this, like I literally, like, I want to go places that I've never been before, like see shit, like experience new things, like culture dive, like, you know, like,
Oh, for sure.
because I'm not going to be able to do it this year, but like I'm trying to get out of the country.
Okay. I'm down because I want to go to Germany.
Yeah, like
Italy.
I got the homies in Germany. Shout out Rico, boy.
Rico, if you're listening to this, I
But
miss
yeah,
you, man.
I don't know. Like I want to new experiences for sure. Like I want to, you know, there's just things out there to see that, you know, is for the taking, boy. So that's what I think it is. I think that's what it's going to be.
Yeah, so that just hit us up with your answer to the do your New Year's resolutions really work? Do they? Like, have you experienced them? Do you know someone that's changed their life with them? Do you know someone that completely just bombs their New Year's resolution every year? You know, let us know.
Hey, thank you for listening.
Yeah, I hope our voices were soothing to your ear holes.
Your good old ear holes. But yeah, this is Mitch Garrett.
Nolan Miller.
Chris Sims, babies and girls and boys.
CNN podcast.
We out.
Later.
Stay cozy.